everybody! Here we are on a Monday, and Mrs. Casper and I are in the classroom all by ourselves. It's very empty and sad. But the good news is we can reach out through the video, like we've been doing with Clyde and kids who are home and couldn't come in. Now you can all watch me from home and keep learning, because we're going to be coming back in a couple weeks. We'll be back together again and keep on learning. So I want you to work hard at home, do your papers that I sent home every day this week, and do your songs and poems for Mom and Dad that we're going to do right now. Let's do Mr. Turkey. Get out your turkey feathers and your turkey. Moms and Dads, did you know that we have a turkey with our hands? Maybe they've already sung this song to you. Sing it real loud for Mom and Dad. Mr. Turkey, Mr. Turkey, run away, run away. If you are not careful, you will be a mouthful. Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving Day. Nobody wants to be a turkey right now, do they? No way. Turkey time means we have the turkey for our big feast day on Thanksgiving Day. So we're telling the turkeys to go away. Look out, it's turkey time. How about this one? Gobble, gobble, says Mr. Turkey. It's almost Thanksgiving Day. Will you eat me? How you treat me? So we point, will you eat me? How you treat me? I think I'll run away. Did everybody run, run, run? And how about this turkey song? What about that crazy Tommy Turkey? What does he say? I'm Tommy Turkey and I'm here to say, I'm Tommy Turkey and I'm here to say, I'm Tommy Turkey and I'm here to say, please eat ham on Thanksgiving Day. Ham comes from pigs, doesn't it? He said, don't eat turkey. That's a funny one. Your grandma will love that one. If you do that for grandma, she'll laugh at that one. How about the Indian songs? We've been learning about the Native Americans. The first people who lived in Michigan, the Native American Indians from Michigan, were woodland Indians. They lived in the woods, in the forest. Before there were churches or schools or sidewalks or roads or computers or telephones, cell phones, there were only woods and Indian people and animals roaming around, remember? So let's do our little Indians. They loved feathers in their hair like turkey feathers. I'm a little Indian with feathers in my hair. Here's my bow and arrow that flies through the air. I sleep inside a wigwam. I fish in lakes for trout. And when I'm very happy, are you smiling? I'm smiling under this mask. When I'm very happy, I sing and dance and shout. Ooh! Good job. I'm a little Indian, away I go. Here is my arrow, here is my bow. When I go out hunting, I will shout. Bears and buffalo, you better watch out. Now, hunters have to be really quiet, don't they? If you shouted in the woods like that, is that little Indian going to shoot a bear or a buffalo? No, quietly. Hunters have to be very, very quiet. I bet some of your moms and dads went hunting this weekend. I wish you were here to tell me all about it. The next time we see each other, you can tell me about it. If your dad got a big buck with big antlers, or your mom, or maybe your brother or your cousin or your grandpa. Some of you, I know, we're going to go hunting with your dad, so I can't wait to hear all about that. I miss you, but I'm glad you're here with us. Let's see, how about 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys and girls. Remember, they go down to the lake and they get in their canoe. They didn't know whose canoe it was, but these little children were running around playing, and they found a canoe and they got in it. So they held both sides. They put one foot in and the other foot in, and they carefully get down so it doesn't tip over. And they rode and they rode and they rode to shore. They rode and they rode and they rode to shore. They rode and they rode and they rode to shore. 10 little Indian boys and girls. What happened in the middle of the lake when they got all surrounded by water in the middle of the lake? One of those Indians, yes, one stood up and the boat tipped over. One stood up and the boat tipped over. One stood up and the boat tipped over. 10 little Indian boys and girls. Do you have 10? Then what did they have to do? Yes, they swam and they swam and they swam to shore. Swim with me. They swam and they swam and they swam to shore. Are you singing the words for Mom and Dad? They swam and they swam and they swam to shore. Brothers and sisters can do it too, can't they? 10 little Indian boys and girls. They were cold and wet, yes. So they ran to their mothers, cold and wet. So they ran to their mothers, cold and wet. So they ran to their mother, 10 little Indian boys and girls. What did Mama do? Was she happy to see them? Yes, she was very happy to see them, but she was mad too because they should not have gotten in that canoe. That was dangerous. They did not own that canoe, and they shouldn't have got in the water. Oh, luckily they all got home safely, but Mama was not happy. What did she do? She fed them and spanked them. Ouch! And sent them to bed. She fed them and spanked them. Ouch! And sent them to bed. She fed them and spanked them and sent them to bed. 10 little Indian boys and girls. Good job. That's a fun one, isn't it? Those poor little Indians, I bet they won't do that again. A canoe is an Indian boat, isn't it? Made out of birch bark tree, a birch tree. And it's tippy, isn't it? If you stand up, you tip over like they did. You have to be very careful as a canoe goes down the river. This was the fastest way to get far away in the woods. If you could find the stream or the river, they would travel far in their canoes. They did not have cars or even horses in Michigan Indians. The woodland Indians didn't. So they traveled, though. They made a boat, didn't they? Here's some little Indians with feathers in his hair. And there's his wife. And there's a buffalo. Bears and buffalo, you better watch out. And here's the little rattle drum. They didn't have cell phones, but they called on their drum. And here's a little Indian baby with her papoose. A papoose is an Indian word, isn't it? Little baby and a papoose. We're going to be talking about these. Do you see the arrowheads? That's what they used for shooting animals. They made the arrows out of stone or rock. And Indians have weaved baskets to carry things. Oh, we were going to talk about these things more this week. Here's for chopping, and they used tools for chopping wood. They had to make their own tools, an axe, right? All right, let's see. Should we sing our pumpkin pie song? Now get your brother, sister, mom, and dad to be your partner if you want. We love pumpkin pie. We're going to have pumpkin pie for dessert on Thanksgiving Day, probably with lots of other desserts too. But it's time to harvest all the pumpkins, and there's so many pumpkins that, just like the Indians and Pilgrims, they had pumpkin at the first Thanksgiving. So we have pumpkin today. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, and especially pumpkin pie. Let's sing our song. Everybody loves to eat pumpkin, pumpkin. And you're going to have a partner, and you're going to swing and dance with your partner, aren't you? Everybody loves to eat pumpkin pie. Stir in the pumpkin, stir in the spice. Put it in the oven, it smells so nice. Did you slap your friend's hand gently? Put it in the oven, it smells so nice. Everybody loves to eat pumpkin, pumpkin. Everybody loves to eat pumpkin pie. Yay! And then we would do it again and we'd find a new partner, wouldn't we? We keep singing it and finding new partners. It's a lot of fun to play that game. Did I get all of them? Is there any more? Oh, I think that's enough for now. If I think of another one, we'll do it another day. But have fun doing those at home. They are lots of fun. And see you at a story time or a calendar time again this week. Do your work. We miss you. See you soon.